everybody can benefit from a garment steamer, but they come in all different shapes and sizes and all different price points. Now I've got a portable one here. It's called the JetSteam. So let's put it through its paces. Hey everybody, it's me, Margaret, and I've got a product here that was sent to me by a company called Mill Creek Commerce that does business on Amazon, which means that their products are accessible to everybody. However, we need to find out if it's something that you are interested in ordering, so let's open it up and check it out. So it came neatly wrapped and protected, as it should, so it's nice to know that in shipping they took precautions. You have your instruction book, and you have the little unit itself. Now it's important to note that this one is specifically noted as portable. So how big is this thing? Looks like it's about 8 inches tall, so it really is small. About 6 inches from widest point to widest point. So it really is small, and that's good to know. Now, I'm an instruction reader. Yes, it's true, and I have read this cover to cover. You could probably figure out how to use it without reading the instructions, but I always think it's important to do it. They tell you precautionary things like keep it on a flat level surface, never fill the water past max, and of course plenty of warnings reminding you that this is steam, so you have to be careful, but I think everybody would already know off the top of their heads that steam is hot. Regardless, consider yourself duly warned. Pretty simple to use, like I said. You just twist. It tells you open and closed right here, and you just twist, and that's where we're going to put our water in there. That round thing is the heating element. And then you fit it back tightly. Now it has a pretty broad claim here, and that is that you plug it in and steam in just 50 seconds. So it's supposed to heat up pretty quickly. I'm using distilled water as that's what's recommended for this and all steaming appliances that I know of. And I'm being careful not to fill past the max line. This pouring cup came with my iron and not with this steamer, by the way. I'm going to set a timer to test the bold claim that it heats up in 50 seconds, but with a little editing magic, I'll speed up the video to save you some time. Ooh, 48 seconds, full boil. So I've got some garments here. This is a cotton t-shirt. Let's see how that does. Now, the instructions do tell you that you get better results if you do both sides of the fabric, and that's true. But I don't necessarily think that is a good thing. When you're steaming, you're probably in a hurry. And guess what? This is doing a really good job. Now, I like to hold mine right up against the fabric. And you kind of pull down a little bit on your fabric to make it straight. Okay, it looks like it spit a little water there. But it might be because I was moving it so quickly. I don't know. Alright, but we know that it works. Let's try a different fabric. This is a little sweater. I think it's an acrylic wool blend. Let's see. Ah, looks good, doesn't it? Now you need to be really careful to keep your hand out of the way. And look, I just created a wrinkle right there because I didn't pull it straight. That's not the steamer's fault. That is the user error. Looks good. Alright, so now let's try linen. Actually, I wore this for about 5 minutes and then I decided I didn't want to wear this. So you know how linen is. You just barely touch it and it wrinkles. I think it's working like a charm. Very good. And it's so light, which is an extra bonus. Let's look at the back of this linen. Linen is a really good test. Look right there, that's a good wrinkle right there. Gone. Ideally, you'll want that steam to flow through the weave of the fabric. And it's working. It's working. All right, this is a light denim, a chambray, and let's see, that's just 100% cotton. And again, I am extremely impressed with this little bitty guy. Tiny little thing, very light, putting out a good amount of steam and light enough to travel with. Now here's a good question. Usually you need an iron to get these plackets nice and straight. Okay, I'm running out of steam. It's empty now. You can still see it coming out, but it's getting very low. So how many garments did I go through? Since I was just testing the steaming ability on the different types of fabric, I didn't actually fully steam an entire garment. So it's a little bit hard to tell how many garments you could get from one fill of the little reservoir. But I think you could probably easily do one garment, one really wrinkled garment, front and back, with one full tank. But if you had something that was that you just needed to touch up, you could probably do, I would think, 2 or 3. So if you're traveling, for example, you've already pressed your stuff, it came from the cleaners, you hang it out, hang it up, and that next morning when you get ready to go, just a quick little thing would probably give you, I would say, 2 to 3 garments worth of steam. But then again, it only took 50 seconds to heat up, so does it really matter? I just filled it up a second time and it's spitting. So I'm going to let it continue to heat for a few minutes and see if it stops that. It continued to spit, but before we get rid of this product as defective or whatever, I have a theory. I've had a lot of experience with steamers over the years, but I think what's happening is this. I'm going to open it up and shake out this portion right here, because this is what I think is happening. The steam comes up, when it cools, water droplets form inside here. And then when you fill it up again and you leave those water droplets, the steam is coming up and forcing the water droplets out, okay? I'm almost positive this is what the problem is. So if you clear it out and then start again, we may have the same experience as when we first filled it up. Let's see. So it's working beautifully now. So my theory is correct. So just when you fill it up a second time, be sure to clear this chamber, and it stops your spitting. Now, something that knitters and crocheters may want for this is to be able to steam their work. And I think if you put it on something like this and hold it upright, that you'll have good luck. But I don't think it's going to work very well like this. Number one, you could probably, I take that back. You could probably do it at an angle about like this. But to turn it completely horizontal, not all the water will be able to touch that heating element. And also the steam could come up and burn your hand. So if you try it, be sure to cover your hand with an oven mitt or something like that. But it's working perfectly again. So just remember my little tip of clearing out this, what do you call that, nozzle area. But I think it's working great. The thing I can't get over with this is how light it is, because it is small. It's called portable after all, so it needs to be small. But it's so light that it doesn't wear you out. I really like it. Now, there are several different types of portable steamers on the market right now. This one in particular that I have first-hand knowledge with now comes from an Amazon affiliate called Mill Creek Commerce. It's called the JetStream. No, it's called the JetSteam. I'll put a link in the description box below if you would like to give it a try yourself. Thanks for watching.